Suzuki GS425. This is a family heirloom right here from a lifelong friend of mine, Dave Riley. His dad owned Joe Riley's Dillon Ford right across the street from my computer store for 25 years. Dave worked at the Ford dealer right across the street. This was his dad's bike. His dad was a millionaire. He had a lot of really cool things, including this bike. He had a lot of toys and he didn't use them that much. Don't miss your chance to win a brand new 2022 Honda CRF 450 Works Edition for 10 bucks. Go to www.kaplancycles.com. Buy your ticket today. This one has 1,450 miles, and a lifelong friend of mine's dad owned this bike. I know the full provenance on it. I worked at the Suzuki dealer from 1982, 83, and 84. I was a mechanic there as I was going through high school, my first year out of high school at New England Cycle Sales in West Hartford. So I had a lot of experience with these bikes, and I tell you, most of them were ridden into the ground. This is all original. Manufactured 12 of 1978. It's a 1979 model. I was, what was I, 8th grade or a freshman in high school then? But we saw a lot of these bikes come through. They're absolutely bulletproof. They even turn these into road racers and cafe racers. This one, guys, is 100% original, right down to the tires on the bike, okay? It is absolutely a survivor. Dave Riley had this stored up in the barn. Can you see the cupola of the barn right there? It's been in the cupola of the barn over there for 10 years. Dave had to move, lost his storage, and talked to Junior, said, hey, it's time to let Dad's bike go. Dave's the same age as me. He's 57 years old, and he's got a CB1000RR. This was his dad's bike. He didn't ride it, and he wanted to see it go to a forever home. So before we put it up for sale, we did the full Monty on this thing. The Manic Mechanic himself tuned this thing, went right through it. This has got the Jeff Castine Manic Mechanic tune. You won't find a better running GS425 with lower miles anywhere in the United States of America. I can pretty much guarantee you that. You won't find a more original one than this unless you pull one out of the box, because this is original right down to the tires. The only item that's not original on it, the original brake lines on these have a habit of getting spongy after 40 years. So the Manic Mechanic upgraded it to a custom braided stainless Russell front brake line and went through the whole front brake system on the bike. So it's a bless you, God bless you. It's a fantastic machine. He did the super tune. The tank was taken off and given the metal rescue rust treatment and clean out. The fuel petcock was cleaned and rebuilt. The carburetors were dismantled, went through the tank. They were cleaned and super tuned by him, which includes micro drilling the pilot jets. He put new spark plugs on it, new spark plug caps, the new brake line in the fitting, put a new foam air filter in it, and totally went through the front master cylinder, rebuild that. Also put a new battery in it, new spark plugs. If you zoom in close, you'll see it's got a brand new gold chain on it. It still has the white lube on there. We put the chain on. The original chain was not worn, but there's nothing like a brand new gold chain that matches the gold pinstripes on this burgundy bike. And if you use a little WD-40 on the side of it to take the white off of it, it'll shine like a diamond.
I would say it's more of a red than a burgundy, but guys, original paint shows it's beautifully.
Metallic, deep. What would you call it? A deep metallic?
Yeah, it's like a deep candy apple. Oh, it's like a. You know what I mean? Will the
camera pick up the metal flake in there? You think?
Yeah, it will.
Original factory gold pinstriping on it. The gauges are in beautiful condition. Even the paint underneath here looks good. The gas tank looks good. Just came out of the box in 1979.
Yeah, that gas tank is.
Jeff went right through it.
1,450 miles on it.
Yep. Ronnie gave it, one of our lead detailers, worked with one of our new detailers, and the two of them spent an entire day on this thing, giving it full Monty detail. It was steam cleaned, hand washed. It's been Carnauba paste waxed after polishing it. All the chrome's been cleaned on it. It's been given a full rotisserie detail from top to bottom.
Original paint, so it's not perfect. I'm going to point out a couple blems. There's one mark up here. Let me see. I did notice a small dimple. You guys can see that right there. You wouldn't have noticed this if I didn't point it out.
Oh, you know what? I was staring right at it and I didn't notice it. It's
it has to be hitting the right light. And there's a couple other items on the rear tailpiece. It's not perfect, but it's an unrestored original. Here's one right here. That's notable.
What I'd call it shelf wear or patina of 44 years or 43 years.
It's been in storage for, well, man, for some time.
Dave hasn't ridden it in 10 years.
Right.
The battery, we had to put a new battery in it, clean the carbs, and go right through it.
Side panel's in decent shape. There is a little bit of scratching right here, like someone's boot hit it when they were
Yeah, definitely.
Kicking the bike over.
Definitely a little bit of shelf wear or patina, as I like to say.
Overall, it's an original, and I would display it.
It has the original rear tire on it with the 41st week of 1978 stamp coated into the side of these original Bridgestone Magnum Opus tires on the original spoke wheels, original dual exhaust, original suspension. Like Junior said, a little patina, a little scratching on the turn signal here, a little scratch on the muffler. You know, this isn't a restored motorcycle. This is an original survivor that has been in the same family since it was purchased brand new in 1978.
These twins these air-cooled twins are simple. They were made forever and pretty much indestructible. Lots of pedigree in road racing. I'm sure that some of these were stripped down and taken onto the street, taken onto the track and spun some hot laps. Because how durable and high performance they are.
You can see
really high.
21 hours of detailing and service labor on the bike, plus parts that came to and tax came to $2,456 on the work order. You can see the fork lowers have been polished by the detail shop too. The clear coat on that was a little shabby, so they polished those up nicely. Just a beautiful original Survivor, and it's a lot of fun to ride. If you have any questions about it, give us a call, 860-454-7024. It is missing the original reflector that was on here. The tape must have failed while it was in storage. The reflector is missing. You can buy one on eBay for probably 10 bucks. But if you're looking for a no mileage original classic that is fun for an experienced rider like me, but not too intimidating for a beginning rider to get on. Plenty of power for an experienced rider, but not too much to get the new rider in trouble, or a smaller rider, because it's a lightweight, handles like a dream. Just a fantastic motorcycle. If you have any questions, give us a call, 860-454-7024.
You can ship it anywhere in the States inexpensively, so message your zip code on eBay for a shipping quote.
Not a speck of dirt anywhere on it, and typical Suzuki quality, electrically and mechanically, everything's fires right up, electric start. It does have kickstart too. The turn signals, left and right, along with the dash light, work beautifully. The high beam, low beam, the neutral light, the gear position indicator, the high beam indicator, everything. It has a, check this out, it's got a digital LED ahead of its time that shows you what gear you're in, which is pretty cool. Little drive-by of it. Ready? Right down the hill. Beep, beep.
Built one of those into a national champion road racer.
Are you serious?
Yeah, GSXR 750 pistons in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jeff Castine built a GS425 into a national championship, 5-time, I believe, national champion road race winner at Daytona.
Holy shit.
Yep, the real deal. And this guy never got beat on one of those little GS450s, 425s. Yep. Yeah, and that's the descendant of the GS400, which was also a real deal sport club road racer.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
With the twin cam, 4-valve per cylinder, parallel twin. That's a really cool motor. It doesn't look like much. It looks like kind of a commuter bike, but it's got the heart of a lion underneath there.
Right. It's got the base of some legendary track bikes.
Yeah, and Jeff's living proof.
Guys, this thing's an absolute joy to ride. I've ridden Hayabusas and super high-powered sport bikes. Nothing about you riding the bike, nothing better than you riding the bike than it riding you. You feel totally in control. It's lightweight. It's not too powerful, but it's fast enough if you want to cruise down the highway at 75, 80. It's got the power to do it. 6-speed overdrive transmission, beautiful paint job, full Provenance. Definitely a cool classic Suzuki. Any closing words?
Ship it anywhere in the States inexpensively. Message your zip code for a shipping quote, guys. Good luck bidding.
Hey, look at the next one coming down the pike here. SR500 Yamaha. Ooh-wee. Can't wait to ride that one. Wheelie machine.
Bring it in.
Thanks for watching, and God bless America.